Hello, Joab, J-boy. How are you? How are you? Say, I am fine. You see the way I'm smiling? Do you know why? Do you know why I'm smiling? Because I'm always very happy when I see you. I'm always very happy. Because I know you're a good boy. Are you a good boy? I know you're a good boy. It's okay. So, how was your night and how was your week? You missed me. Oh, you missed me. Okay, that's nice. I missed you too. Well, I am sorry I could not have another class over last week because I was very busy with a lot of things. I was very busy. But I'll try not to repeat that this week so that we'll have our classes normally. Okay? So it's going to be fun and I hope you would enjoy yourself. Did you enjoy the last class? Did you enjoy it? I know you did. I know you did. So remember we were talking about what? Remember? Okay, first of all, let me ask. How is mom and dad? I hope they are good. Have you had your breakfast this morning? What did you eat? Well, I've not eaten anything. It's still very early. But I know immediately after the class I'm going to have something to eat. Okay? Alright, so our class begins with a review of what we did the last time. So last time we were talking about what? You remember? VOWELS, and that stands for what? Vowels. Not so? It stands for vowels. Good. So we were talking about vowels the last time, and it was something special because we knew that vowels had in English alphabet, so we had only A, E, I, O, U as the only vowel letters in English alphabet. You remember that, right? A, E, I, O, U. And we said the reason why they are vowels is because when you pronounce them or when you call them out, you do not close your teeth or your lip or your airways. You know, sound are made with the air that comes out of your throat, right? Okay, so because you don't close your mouth when you pronounce them. But it's a little different from what we'll do today. And remember how we started the last class? So I'm going to still clean this. Remember how we started the last class? We wrote down all our alphabets and circled the vowels, right? Good. So we are going to also start like that today. Okay? So what you do for me is sit down, relax, stay calm. I know you can do it. Juices stayed calm, and you can also stay calm. All you need to do is sit tight, stay calm, and ensure that you enjoy the class with me. You know, it's always fun, you and me, right? So let's go ahead as we put down the alphabets. So write as I also write. I know you can do that. A, B, C, D, E, and F. So we have G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, right? So we'll have all of them there for you. So A to Z. So as usual, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So if you're asked how many are there for the alphabet, how many altogether in English alphabet, so they are just 26. Of course, we just counted, right? Okay, so the last time, remember that we just circled the ones that were called what? Vowels, right? But today we are doing something a little different. So instead of having vowels, we are going to have what we call consonants, right? Consonants. So just down here, I'm going to write down the way it's being pronounced. So you have C-O-N stands for what? Con. Then if you add your S-O, zo, then nants, you have N-A-N-T-S. So it has three divisions, right? So you have consonants. So consonants. Consonants. Okay, so what is the difference consonants have with vowels? So first of all, before we even answer that question, we're going to encircle or draw circles to all the consonants we have in the English letters, right? So let's circle them. So we'll start with this and that, this and that. We also have that. We'll have that too, and that too, and this and that, this and that too. So you have this and that, this and that, and this and that. You see? Wow, the whole board is filled with blue circles. Blue circles. So can you do that too in your book while I wait a little? Okay, so you see, have you circled only the ones I asked you to circle, or the ones you are seeing on the board? So let's count the ones that we have circled. Let's know how many they are all together. Let's count them to know how many they are all together. So we are going to write them out once we are done. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So how many consonants are we having? We have 21. We have 21 consonants. We have what? We have 21 consonants. 21 consonants. We have 21 consonants. Notice that the ones that were not circled are just 5 in number. So we have A, E, I, O, U. Just 5 in number. Okay? Alright, so let's go on. So let's start mentioning the 21 consonants in English alphabets, right? So we have B. It starts with a B. B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, and X, right? Y, and finally Z. So we have all of them, all consonants in the English alphabet. 21 consonants. 21 consonants in the English alphabet, right? Okay, so that is exactly what we have for the consonant. That's exactly what we have for the consonant. Now, notice that in pronouncing consonants, in words, in English, the English words you have, you are always going to have a mixture of the two. So, for a word to be heard, you must mix the two together. You must mix the vowel and the consonant together for you to have a word that you can understand. Okay? So, having identified all the 21 consonants, now let's look at some examples of how they are used in English language. Okay? So I'm going to clean the board now. Going to clean the board now. So I'm trying not to clean the lines, but eventually I clean the lines. But maybe I'll have to write that again. Maybe I have to write that again. Okay. All right. So what word do we start with to start identifying the consonants? So what we are going to do is that we're going to write out words, then we would identify the vowels and the consonants. Okay. All right. Some examples. So before we get to the example, let's remind ourselves what we have. The vowels are how many? 5. Just 5 of them. While the consonants are how many? 21. Right? So 21 consonants and 5 vowels. 21 consonants and 5 vowels. Can you say that? Say 21 consonants, 5 vowels. 21 consonants, 5 vowels. Okay, very nice. All right, so let's start with something that you know very well. So let's start with this. Wow, what have I written? It is your name, right? Joab. 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 Okay. So what is the sound of J here? J-O-A-B, right? Joab. Now, Joab is your name, right? But look at this. In the list of alphabets that you wrote down, do you have consonants here? Do you have vowels here? Okay. Okay, so let's first of all identify the vowels, then we'll identify the consonants. First of all, let's look at this. If I clean this, if I clean the O, you see I've cleaned the O, right? Can you pronounce this? Can you pronounce your name like that? With J, JD, or JB? Can you say JB? Is that your name? Can you even pronounce it? You cannot, right? So which means the vowels are very important. So I'm having A and O like we had before. You see? Joab, right? But what if I, instead of even cleaning the O and A, I now erase? What if I now erase this? Can you pronounce it still? Can you make any sense from your name? Of course not. It's very difficult to make sense from the name. So which means we should have a J and we should have a B, right? So I'm going to use arrows to identify the vowels. So the arrows that will go up, vowels. Those that will come down, consonants. So we are going to put this arrow here and this arrow here, and put a longer one here and a longer one here. Okay, so the J and the B refer to what? They refer to consonants, right? While the one on top refers to what? Vowels. Not so? Okay, so that's it. Nice. Okay, so that's your name. You see, I've divided the letters in your name into what? Vowels and consonants. Into what? Vowels and consonants. So it's very clear, right? So I want you to write it down in your book. So do that. Alright, so let me use something else too. Let me use something else to write it. Let me use something else. So you have J O S E S. Wow. Okay. What's that? Can you pronounce that? And who is that? That's Joseph. Right? That's Joseph. That's the name of Joseph. Good. So we have Joseph there. Now let's try that again for this. So if we clean all the vowels, let's erase all the vowels. Will the name make sense? Will it? Of course not. It will not make sense, right? You cannot have this making sense like that. It's not possible. It's not. So same way, if we add an O and the E like that, now it makes sense, right? But what if we had erased the S, the two S, and the J? Would it still make sense? No. So for the sound to make sense, our consonants are also very important. And that's why we have it like right there. So can you now use arrows to differentiate between the consonants and the vowels? Can you do that? Okay, let me leave you to do that. Okay, so can we now use arrows to differentiate them, to tell us which one is the consonant and which one is the vowel? But you can do that yourself, alright? Do that yourself. Do that yourself. So as usual, we're going to use the down as the consonants, while the ones on top as the vowels, right? So that's what we have. So we're going to say consonant and vowels on top. Alright? So that's it. So every word is going to have something like that. And you have Joab, you have Joseph. I've used your names to form something like this. Are you seeing that? Okay, so all you need to do is to write it down. Then I would also put down some examples for you to do. But for those examples, you're also going to divide them in this manner. Alright? You also divide them in this manner. So go ahead and write and do them yourself. Are you done? Alright, so I'm going to clean that. So let's look at some of them. let's start from the first consonant, B. Let's start from the first consonant, B. Right? So let's use some of them. So you have words like number 1, you have this, right? And number 2, you have, then we also are going to have the D, right? And you have, so I'm going to put this down. Okay, so let's also divide this one like that. So you have, instead of putting down these, want to just have as much as we can like that. So let's divide them into, let's do this. So circle, so instead of that we say circle the consonants in these words. And underline the vowels. So you have to circle the consonants but underline the vowels. Okay, so we are going to, like, from what we have written, circle the consonants and underline the vowels. Okay, we have to circle the consonants and underline the vowels. Okay, so instead of even doing this, we are going to write them bigger so that we can have them so we have that. So I'm spreading them so that there will be spaces to do that. Okay, so let's circle the consonants. So what consonants do you have in number 1? So you have B and you have K. Okay. Then we underline the vowels, right? So that's number 1. So can you do that too? So let's go to number 2. So you have C as the consonant, you have T here, and we have L. And let's underline the vowels, this and that, right? Your A and your E. So let's also do that for this and that. Sorry, that was a big mistake. And that, you see, there was no space in between. Okay, so that's it. So we have book, we have kettle, cattle. You know what cattle is? Cattle, when you have things like your sheep and your lamb, your goat, so they are all cattle, right? Then you have your dog. Now for dog, D is a consonant, G is a consonant, O is a vowel, right? For book, you have B consonant, O and O vowels, and K consonants. For number 2, cattle, you have C consonant, A vowel, T consonant, and L consonant, and you have E, like that. Okay? Alright, so let's wait for you to finish and we can continue. Alright? Okay, so that's what we have. So I'm going to clean now. So let's go to letter E. So E, there's no E. E is a vowel, but we can still produce. So instead of going for that, let's go for F. So you have this. Then number 5, we have so you could choose to write any word. You must always have consonants in them. So you have this. So number 7, let's use J. So as usual, we're going to let's first of all underline all the vowels first. Right? Let's underline all the vowels first. Then we'll go over to the consonants. So we'll have R. Sorry. So it has only one vowel here, that, and that, right? Very good. So for the consonants, we need to circle them. So we're going to do this, and that, and that, this, and that, and that, this, and that, and that, so this and that, right? Very good. So we have frog. Number 5 is grow. Number 6, hello. Number 7, jog, right? We have them like that. Okay, so we're having a good time, not so? Very good. So it's easy to do, very easy to understand, right? And you're also seeing the pictures of some of these things, right? Okay, so now what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? So you see, we stopped at what? 7, right? So look at what you will help me do, so which is your home form, right? So what I'm about to do now is your home form. Remember, we stopped at J. Remember, we had stopped at J. So number 8. So let me give you what to do. So the caption is to fill in the blanks with the correct consonant. So fill in the blanks with the correct consonants. So number 1. So we'll have dash, E, so in the options you have A, you have J, B you have K, C you have D. So we only have 3 options, right? Then number 2, you're having So A, you have R. B, you have D. C, you have L. So they are meant to be all small letters. They're meant to be all small letters. Okay. Number 3, you have M, A, N. So number 3, you have K. B, you have C, and D, you have G. So you choose to fill it up. Number 4, you have that. Okay, so A, you have M. B, you have S, and D, you have R. All right. And number 5, you have let's use something else. So you have A as C, D, B as H, and D as P. Okay, so you are to choose the correct consonants from them to fill up what you have, alright? Okay, so that forms the end of our class, and I would want you to do this and take your mom's phone, snap it, and send to me. Okay, take your mom's phone, snap it, and send them to me. It's very important. All right, it's very, very important. So snap them and send them to me. So that is the end of the class. We've talked about the 2 things last time and today, and that is what? Vowels and what? Consonants. Vowels and consonants. All right, so by tomorrow or next when we meet, we're going to be talking about beginning consonants, ending consonants. We'll also talk about beginning and ending consonants. We'll also talk about short and long vowels for sounds. Okay, so but you have to get ready for the class, and that will be next time when we meet. So do have a lovely day, and be very good at home. Try not to be disobedient. Always be happy and make your parents happy. Okay, cheers.